Welcome back to Coach Bill's Sports Show. I'm Coach Bill. Thank you for joining us again. If it's your first time, we cover college football, fantasy football, pro football, NCAA 14. We break down some plays from time to time, so we do a little everything when it comes to football. Today's a little bit more of a personal episode for me. Want to talk to the owner of my favorite NFL team, and hopefully just air out some grievances I have. So thank you for joining us. Let's huddle up and let's get down to it. Mr. Tepper. In case you don't know, David Tepper is the owner of the Carolina Panthers. So Mr. Tepper, as a diehard Carolina Panthers fan, I've been there since '95 when y'all were playing out of Clemson's Death Valley Stadium. I've been to every rendition of the stadium. I love the Panthers. But I'm asking you, I'm begging you, please bring us back a winning team. We need one. Carolina feels so much different. Both states feel so much different when the Panthers are a winning team. And it's not a hard decision. It's not hard. You've let people focus on the wrong things for too long. Personally, I have no problems with the man, but Matt Rule is not an NFL coach. Excuse me. We'll get to your quarterback situation here in a minute. But Matt Rule's not an NFL coach. He's not. He will be a wonderful college coach, and when he goes back to the college ranks, he will do wonderful. He's an amazing college coach. But he's not it for the pros. He's not. Also, your scouting department, whoever you've got on the defensive side, bravo. Your defensive scouts are killing it. Absolutely killing it. I have no problems. Your offensive scouts, they need a little bit more time to season and develop. You drafted, in my opinion, a guard to play tackle this offseason. And he's shown it in training camp that he's not ready to play tackle at the NFL level. You've spent a lot of time searching for the quarterback. And I understand it's hard to do. I truly understand it's hard to do. To play quarterback at an elite level in the NFL, there's less than 16 people in this world that can play it at an elite level. It's just how it is. Instead of searching for that, build the team. The years we have had success as Carolina Panthers, yes, we had Cam Newton. And he was phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to hate on Cam Newton. We also had success with Jake Delhomme. The keys to those teams were solid offensive lines and a solid defense. We could run the ball. We could pass the ball. We could do things like showcase Christian McCaffrey. We could help DJ Moore. We could do things to show off the talent that we have on this team if the offensive line was better. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm very happy you got Baker Mayfield. Do I think he's a permanent solution? No. I know. I'm sorry, I don't. Until he shows me that he is a team guy and not a me guy, Baker Mayfield isn't the choice for me. But he's an upgrade over Sam Darnold. He is. And DJ Moore, this is the best quarterback he's gotten to play with, is Baker. So I'm sure he's happy. But the team needs a plan put in place that it just doesn't seem like it's there. It seems like offensively we've run under the philosophy of, oh, we can just throw it together. We can just throw guys in and they'll be okay. And that's not the case. We've seen it. Once Christian got hurt last year, we were garbage offensively. And you can't run your entire offense through one player. You can't. Especially not a running back. Christian is a phenomenal once-in-a-lifetime player. But you can't lean on him for 98% of your offense. You just can't. DJ Moore is a solid wide receiver. Terrence Marshall is stepping up, doing some things. Shi Smith is stepping up and doing some things. Robbie Anderson has still got some stuff in the tank. The problem has been recently, the offensive line can't block for the quarterback, so the quarterback can't take advantage of the team that's around him. I'm sorry, but that's just what it's been. Our defense is killing people. Derek Brown, Brian Burns, Jeremy Chin, Shaq. We've got a defense that'll put pressure on teams. We do. We have, until he got hurt, Horn was locking down that side. And I'll be the first one to say it. I thought you picked Horn too early. But he proved me wrong. He proved me wrong the first couple weeks of the season before he got hurt. He's a solid corner. And I'm excited to see him healthy and playing this year. I really am. Our defensive side of the ball is improved, and with a little bit of seasoning, maybe one or two pieces, could consistently be top 10. The problem for the team is offense. Your quarterback, honestly, next year's draft is so deep at quarterback that if we don't draft a quarterback next year, I don't know what anybody in the Carolina Panthers organization is doing. Because, no offense to the gentleman on the team, Matt Corral, no offense. Sam Darnold, no offense. Baker Mayfield, no offense. But I'm not paying Sam Darnold when I can get a rookie that is going to be just as good. Not Matt Corral, you're going to be a backup. You're just going to be a backup. I'm sorry. It's just who you are. You're a backup. Baker, I don't see you being the long-term solution. Could you be a 2-year solution? That's possible. I mean, you could play this year and then maybe sign a 1-year gap deal as another prove-it year while we have, somebody that we picked up kind of coming along a little bit slower so that they could build an offensive line in front of them. But, I mean, next year's class of quarterbacks is so deep, it's not even funny. There's probably 8 potential starting quarterbacks in the NFL in next year's draft class. So, obviously, C.J. Stroud. And you got, Bryce Young from Alabama. But you also have Will Lewis from Kentucky, Anthony Richardson from Florida, Tyler Van Dyke from Miami. You've got Hendon Hooker, who people are truly sleeping on. I'm sorry, but they are. Grayson McCall out of Coastal Carolina is going to be a solid one. Jaron Hall out of BYU is going to be a solid quarterback. Tanner McKee out of Stanford. Devin Leary at NC State. Will Rogers is a kind of wild card for me. If he decides to come out. DJ from Clemson. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. I just keep butchering it. DJ from Clemson reminds me much of a Jameis Winston type quarterback. Hendon Hooker's like a Mike Vick for me, personally. Devin Leary's kind of that that early Drew Brees kind of ilk for me. Tanner McKee reminds me of Davis Mills for Houston. He's solid right there. Jaron Hall from BYU reminds me of Dak Prescott a lot. There's just a lot of talent, and there's a lot of talent, just a lot. Anthony Richardson down there in Florida reminds me of a young Cam Newton. Maybe a little bit more touch on the ball than Cam Newton had, but a lot of the attributes that Cam Newton came with. And so offensively, worrying about a quarterback hasn't been helpful. But you know what you could do? Build an offensive line so that you have this quarterback. Okay, so let's say we didn't go first round. First round, we went somewhere else. Filled a position of need, a must start. Maybe we got our left tackle of the future. And we came back in the second round and grabbed, maybe Tyler Van Dyke slid to the second round. Maybe Jaron Hall is in the second round. Will be in the second round. Devin Leary will be in the second round. Hendon Hooker will be in maybe in the second round, maybe into the first. But those guys are all solid young quarterbacks. And if you bring them into this team after putting a line together, you set them up for success. And yeah, maybe you sign Baker to a 1-year prove-it deal after this year. And let this rookie take a season almost as a red shirt for the pros. Give him a year to kind of breathe, understand, learn. You're going to bring in a new head coach next year. So let them have a year together of looking at the game, playing the game, figuring it out. Let Baker take the hit. Let Baker take the punishment. And then after you've set a team up for success, set this young quarterback up for success, roll him out in season 2 and let him show the world what he can do. The Panthers Nation, in my opinion, obviously, I can't speak for all of them, but in my opinion, the Panthers Nation will return all the favors if you can just provide us with a winning product. We've suffered long enough with losing records. We have. Let us have a winning product, Mr. Tepper, and you will see the rewards from that. You don't seem like a guy to me that likes to lose. So let's see it with what you do with your personnel that helps your team on the field. Bring in a GM that's a little bit more exciting, maybe even a little bit more of a risk taker. Improve the offensive scouts on your scouting department. Bring in a head coach. I'm not under any impression that you'll be able to get Sean Payton. I think Sean Payton will end up in Dallas. But Eric Bieniemy, offensive coordinator from Kansas City, you give him a year with a rookie quarterback to train up and bring up to speed like they did for Patrick Mahomes, and it could be electric in season 2. Electric. But Mr. Tepper, that's just one Panthers fan. I have high hopes from you. So please help the Panthers Nation out. Again, this has been Coach Bill's Sports Show. If you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm Coach Bill. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Ready, break.